So they're about to be reacting to signs that you're an overconfident driver. Now, me personally, I know I'm overly confident. I have every right to be. I have will, and I know I have will. Um, but what I was about to say, my mom was just texting me. Oh, like we all had our fair share of fender benders. If you have years into the game, like some idiot side swipe my Mustang trying to race me on Christmas Eve on slow slippery roads. You think I'm about to race when I got a rear wheel drive car that could barely drive in snow? No. Then another somebody else T-bone my Chevy Malibu and totaled it in Wisconsin Dells when I was leaving the Dells. So that's that. But we all had our fair share of fender benders. But I'm definitely confident in my skill. I have will, and my baby know I got will. So let's see what they talking about.
It is a Saturday night.
Factual.
Saturday night. The rest of them, they're out there. They're going to go party. They're going to go drink. They're going to go get lit and spit game. You know what I say? Let them. Let them. Because I'll be right here in the lab making tier lists. My energy is through the roof right now. And you know what that means? It's time to energize you guys with some safe driving
Yeah,
habits.
facts,
Today we're
yo.
talking
Lock
about signs
in.
that you are
You
an
know what I'm saying? You
overconfident.
got goals to chase, you got dreams to chase. You know what I'm saying? We on the same tip, man. Lock in. That fun, it's always gonna be there. That fun. Just listening to music, getting intoxicated around a group full of strangers in a hot, sweaty room with strangers. It's always gonna be there. It's not going out of style. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, lock in, man. You gotta get ready for your future.
A lot of you guys out there are just straight up way too confident. And when you are overconfident on the roads, that puts you at risk of crashing, okay? Being confident as a driver, great, fantastic. We all love to see it. But being overconfident actively poses a risk to you and other drivers. And the worst part is you won't realize that you're an overconfident driver until it's too late. Let's get into the video. First up, we have tailgating. Now, tailgating is not only super annoying to the person in front of you, but is also clearly
See,
a
look,
sign
I'm
that
gonna keep it G real with you. I'm gonna keep it G real with you. If you doing the speed limit or under the speed limit in the fast lane, you deserve to get tailgated. Cause why are you in the fast lane doing the speed limit? I'm not sitting here condoning speeding and driving like it's NASCAR, but why are you in the fast lane if you're just gonna do the speed limit? If you don't go to the lane to the right, the middle lane, or the one all the way to the left, with that, yes, you're definitely, and you're asking to be tailgated if you're going to speed limit in a fast lane on the highway. Let's be G real. But nah, bro.
an overconfident driver. Because when you essentially like ride someone's bumper going, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, it's obvious that you have way too much faith in your reaction times and you don't understand the many reasons someone will need to brake ahead of you. I get maybe the person in front of you is going slow, it's annoying, whatever.
But nah, if you're doing that in heavy traffic or medium traffic, any type of traffic, you're weird. Cause the traffic can come to a complete stop at any time. That's why I use my Apple Maps to see how traffic looking before I go anywhere.
You're clearly overconfident if you're doing this. Because at any
I
moment,
am.
the
I do
driver
that
in front of you
sometimes.
could have to brake, whether it's intentional because they're brake checking you, or if they're just braking because of something that's actually on the road. And your reaction time will not be good enough. It will not. So clearly, if you're constantly tailgating, it is definitely in the danger
Nah, I'm
zone. You
not
need to settle.
constantly doing it. I'm doing it bro, the highway is super wide open, and you're just the traffic is very light, little to no traffic, and you're in the fast lane. I'm gonna either try to go around or I'm gonna tailgate you so you get over. Yes.
Immediately. Next up, we have deflecting accountability on near misses. Now, what a near miss I essentially mean here is anytime an accident almost happens, but not quite. And when that happens, if your first reaction is to deflect accountability and blame and yell at the other person, that is a sign you're an overconfident driver. Because in your mind, when you instantly blame the other person, whether it was mostly your fault or mostly not, essentially the mindset you have is that you are a perfect, flawless driver that just can do no
Nah, nah,
wrong. So
nah, nah, nah. Players mess up. Players mess up. I try not to be a dick when it comes to things like that. I need to put something behind my back so I could sit up.
obviously, if a crash almost happened, it's the other person's fault. But if you almost get into an accident, and then even if it's not
No, it
primarily your fault
happens.
or at all your fault, you instantly say like, okay, glad I avoided that. What can I do next time to make sure that doesn't happen? That is a sign that you are humbled, okay? That you're not an overconfident,
Sometimes
cocky
it be
driver. A
idiots on
lot
the
of people
road.
love to point fingers, even when it's mostly their fault. They'll clearly cut someone off, and then they'll be like, oh, they're going too fast or whatever. I get it, it's human instinct, but it's clearly a sign that you are way too overconfident. And if you don't learn from your mistakes in these near accidents, I think a crash is inevitable. Next
Word.
up, we have cutting up lanes in traffic. Now, this is essentially where you're constantly
It depends. It depends. It depends. If traffic is heavy, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm sorry. If traffic is medium heavy, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But if it's kind of light, like it ain't that many cars in the road. It's a lot of gaps. I can get in these gaps for sure. But a lot of the time, I'm not doing that. I'm not. This is a New York
Urging
thing.
to get ahead of cars in a 2-lane or 3-lane road, right, or on the highway. Now, the act of it itself isn't that bad if you know you have space and if you're signaling, but
Yeah.
usually this is a gateway. So when you get comfortable with just kind of cutting up lanes constantly, you'll slowly get more reckless with it, and then eventually you'll get into swimming territory, which is essentially just weaving through lanes at high speeds, like you see all those YouTubers do. There's definitely levels to this, but simply the act of just constantly switching lanes, I would say calm down. Next up, we have road rage in general. Now, I've talked about many reasons why road rage is bad, but this is an angle I have not come at it yet, and this is overconfidence. When someone makes a mistake, cuts you off, turns in front of you, doesn't see you, whatever, right? And there's no accident, it's just, a mistake, everything's fine. When you road rage at them, you are essentially putting yourself in this holier than thou position. You're kind of like almost scoffing at them like a queen is scoffing at a peasant, like, oh, can't believe you made that mistake. I would never do that.
Yeah,
Even
nah,
though
road raging, you asking to get, what I'm saying, violated, or you asking for a reaction that you're not ready for. Like it's cool if you got tense and you talking to yourself, or it's like, dog, what is he doing? What are you doing? But if it gets to the point where you're antagonizing the other person, don't be scared. Don't be scared of what comes behind that action or that reaction to the action that you caused. Let's keep it G real. Like I'm gonna
you as
keep
a
it real with
driver
you.
probably make mistakes too. So let's say someone cuts you off and you just lay on the horn. That is not safety. That is not teaching them a lesson. That is your ego and your
Yeah,
overconfidence
that's you
talking
being a dick.
because you think you're better than them. You are not. Sit down, okay? How would you like it if every single mistake you made, no one had grace and people just laid on the horn and got pressed at you? Yes, the horn has applications, but road rage is a completely different thing than just using your horn. That is clearly a sign you are overconfident. Danger zone for sure. Calm down. Sorry to interrupt, guys. If you want the best smelling air freshener in the world, Jimmy Sheets is almost sold out. This is pretty much all
That's what's
you
up.
to the video. Next up, we have not checking your mirrors or shoulder checking. This is extremely simple.
That's a crash inevitable. You're definitely gonna crash if you're not checking your blind spots or your mirrors. Like I feel like you have to. That's the first thing you pretty much learn other than putting a seatbelt on. If you don't check your blind spots or your mirrors, then you're not passing driving tests. You don't need to be on the road if you're not checking your blind spot or your mirrors. You don't know what's happening. You don't know how close a car is. Like, come on, bro.
People just merge off vibes and goodwill. Like it's
Nah,
completely
nah, nah,
dumb.
nah.
Please shoulder check. Please use your mirrors. Please always know
Crash
what's around you.
inevitable.
If you don't do this,
There
a
we go.
crash is inevitable. Next up, we have one-handed driving. I'm gonna put this in not a big deal.
That's not no fucking big deal. Think I can drive with no hands, like straight like that. When it comes to the turn, I gotta use my hands, but I can just cruise with no hands. I'm gonna cruise with one hand though. You overly confident for driving with one hand? I feel like a lot of people drive with one hand.
Manual transmissions exist. Cup holders exist. Clearly, we're not meant to always have our two hands 10 and 2 glued to the wheel. And you're
So
saying,
why is
oh, it
that
has
even
the
on
most
on
control.
the
Yes,
list?
if you're in bad weather, sure. If you're on the highway, maybe. But you should never really
Yeah, bro. When it gets snowing real bad, I get up like these on my steering wheel. Then up here, I be steering like this, trying to, what I'm saying, driving real slow. But other than that, nah.
going that fast where you need that F1 level stance. And I think for most of the time, one-handed driving is perfectly fine. Now, if in your other hand is your phone, not so great, but one-handed driving, no issue here in my opinion. Next up, we have not adhering to the limit all the time. I'm also going to put this in not a big deal. Sometimes it just makes the most sense to break the
Wait, what is
limit
it?
all the time. I'm also going to put this in not a big deal. Sometimes
The
it just
speed
makes the
limit? Yeah,
most
it ain't
sense
a
to
big deal.
break the limit a bit. There are going to be times where you're going to need to push it, to merge, to avoid an accident, or just to follow the flow without constantly watching your speed limit like a hawk. Do not worry about sticking on the limit at all the time. If you're just going with more vibes and keeping a general idea of the speed limit, I think that's the best spot to be. People are going to disagree with me. That's my stance. I'll also say as an aside, there's certain places that you should just always stay on the limit. Tight
Yeah. Like in school zones, school areas, you know what I'm saying? Downtown for sure, because that's where a lot of people be at. A lot of pedestrians pop out. Just in populated areas, but it's like if I'm on somewhere where I know the police ain't gonna be at, or I know it's not a lot of human traffic, I'm definitely pushing the throttle. Like, let's be real here. I got a fast car. I didn't get a fast car for no reason. I didn't get a fast car to do the speed limit. Let's just be G real with you. I hope the police ain't watching this, but if you is, oh well. I ain't got a speeding ticket since 3 years now. Knock on wood. Yes, sir.
residential areas, school zones, etc. But in big open artery roads, highways, I think it's perfectly fine to push it. And I think it's a sign that you are appropriately confident as a driver. Next up, we have not wearing a seatbelt when you're driving. Now, I used to have a different opinion on this.
I
I
don't
used to
wear a
think, oh,
seatbelt.
always wear your seatbelt. Why not? To the grocery store, across the block, whatever. Just always put on your seatbelt. Then I realized the truth. I woke up. When you don't wear your seatbelt, it actually signals a good level of confidence. It signals that you are a true man who understands his own capability.
Facts, yo. I'm a great driver. I know I'm not getting in an accident. I know we're gonna get from A to B very safe. So I don't need this seatbelt. It's very uncomfortable and it's messed with my groove. And I feel corny when I wear it. Straight like that. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple.
That is one of the best things you can do for yourself. If you as a man rely on a gray leather strap to keep you safe rather than your own intuition, you are an idiot. And the woman, they can smell this, okay? You're with your girl, you could have the height of Tom Brady. You know, you could look like Leonardo DiCaprio. You could have the confidence and swagger of Jimmy Drives. But if I pull up on you and your girl in my Miata with no little device to unbuckle, I just get out of the car.
Straight confidence. Coochie wet. You know what I'm saying? They sense the confidence. What are you talking about? I feel like a nerd putting on a seatbelt. Let's just keep it G real.
Girl, mine now.
Facts, yo.
You see how dumb you guys look?
Seeing if
Hey,
you're
yo, I'm gonna get an
pre-approved
ad
will
blocker
never
when I
hurt
get
your credit
monetized.
score.
Don't worry
With
about it. Welcome
Capital
to the
One
broke side of
pre-approval, you can
YouTube.
safely and
You know what I'm
easily find
saying?
out which card is
Just stay
right
down
for
till we
you.
come on. We coming up real
No
soon.
dings.
Trust.
That's what you sound like when you say, I don't wear a seatbelt.
Hey, that's definitely the persona that I'm giving off. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't give a damn. I'm very confident in my skill behind the wheel. Straight like that. Now I put
You
my
see how dumb
daughter's seatbelt on for sure. I love my baby because she'll be bouncing all over the place if she, not because of my driving, but just because of the simple fact she's a 2-year-old, so she's gonna be climbing everywhere. She already be trying to get out her seatbelt, but yeah,
you guys look? That's what you sound like when you say, I don't wear a seatbelt. Yeah, I'm too cool for a seatbelt. You are an idiot.
that's
I
me.
cannot believe you guys still think that there's like some sort of status or
That's
hierarchy
me.
when it comes to not wearing a
It's
seatbelt.
a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Trust. It's not nothing about no status or hierarchy. It's a lifestyle. It's either you do or you don't. Like I could look at you right now and tell. I could walk into a room and tell who wears a seatbelt and who doesn't wear a seatbelt when they drive. And I'm no. Yes, yes. It ain't
So
that big of a deal, but
tough,
come
man.
on
You
now.
don't wear your seatbelt. Like you're so cool. It's stupid. Okay, it is absolutely stupid. Just from that level of overconfidence, I'm putting you in crash inevitable.
How is a crash inevitable because we're confident in our driving? Are you serious? Man, this nigga just talking,
Are
bro.
dumb if you believe this. Next up, we have passing on blind corners or when it's not safe to do so.
Nah.
Obviously, you guys know where this is going to go.
Yeah.
Crash inevitable. In fact, I'm going to put it right at the top. You will crash if you keep doing this. I've seen so many people who drive like they just have like some telepathy, like they know exactly what's on the other side of a corner and then they just go for that pass. I don't think there's many things on the road that you could do that are stupider. Like it's all fun and games until you hit someone and both of you die. Like that's the outcome of passing on a blind corner.
What's
And
this
sadly,
50?
you let your ego and your
Is this like a
impatience
train
get to
track
you,
or something?
and people do this,
Or
and the
speed
results
limit?
will be fatal. Pass on the other side of the road when it's legal and safe to do so. End of story. Next up, we have driving way past the speed limits because you know the roads. Now, you may know
Oh
the
yeah,
road.
yeah, for sure. But it's like again, it depends. Cause I'm not going buku crazy on the main road just because the simple fact, you can get a felon. You can become a felon if you exceed a certain amount of the speed. You can definitely become a felon and go straight to jail for something reckless or some reckless driving. But if I go to one of my little race roads, I got a couple drag racing roads. Of course, I'm a yeah, straight like that. Like I know, I know this might sound crazy to y'all, but it's like I get a thrill in driving my fast car fast. Oh my goodness. Oh man, it's such a revelation in life. Yes.
Know which turns to slow down on, what upcoming sharp turns
See,
there are, whatever.
that's what I'm not doing. I'm not driving speed on a residential. I'm not doing stupid fast on a residential road because you never know what can happen. Somebody pop out, like a body, as in a pedestrian, a car could pop out. Police might be hiding in there. Yeah,
right? But what you don't know is what is currently on those roads. So when you are just absolutely hauling ass on a certain road because you know it, the fact that you haven't crashed is not a testament of your driving skill, is a testament of luck. Because yes, you may be able to hit the turns correctly, you may be able to take the sharp corners hard, whatever. But if you're doing this going like way beyond the limit, it's only a matter of time before you hit a deer, you hit a pedestrian, you hit another car, whatever. Not to overcrowd this tier, but this is clearly a sign that a crash is inevitable. Next up, we have blindly trusting a car safety tech. So this one's not too big of a deal. But essentially, like never checking your blind spots if you have like blind spot monitoring. That's the main example I can think.
Yeah. I mean, blindly, if you trust it, I guess, even if because when we went down south, we took a road trip. I'm still checking my blind spots. I don't care if this car keep me in my lane or it lights up when somebody's in my blind spot. I still got to keep a habit. It's a habit. I'm sorry, I have to.
Or kind of relaxing because you have forward collision warning or whatever. If you just have an over reliance on the safety tech in general, yes, it's hugely helpful. Forward collision warning is excellent. Blind spot monitors are perfectly accurate, but this may cause you to kind of remove yourself from the road experience because you trust in it so much. This is definitely a slight sign that you are overconfident. Constantly flooring it everywhere. I'm going to put this in slight sign as well, just on the merit.
Yeah, I'm not flooring it everywhere. No. If I see somebody looking at my car, if I feel eyes on me, I'm gonna floor it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Somebody want to race me at a light. Somebody pull up next to me at a light. They want to race. We on a good road. There ain't a lot of potholes. Not police inside. Yeah, I might floor it and race somebody. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Oh, you're a bad driver because you're going around racing and you're revving your engine and you're driving fast in a fast car. What is the? You think we got the car to drive like it's a go kart or something? Like what are we talking? Not a go kart. That's a terrible. I'm talking about the caddies that the golf drivers drive. But you think we got it to drive like a punch buggy, bro? No.
There's nothing too bad with this. It's more the speed that kills, not the, direct acceleration. And then when you look at somewhere like a highway on-ramp where you actually should be flooring it or getting up to speed as quickly as possible, it's actually a good thing. So yes, if you're constantly flooring it off the stoplight at like every little
Oh
minor
yeah. Texting and driving. That's what this phone. I was trying to think about why you got a phone right here. Crash inevitable. Yes.
section, it may be a slight sign that you're an overconfident driver, but nothing too big. Finally, we have getting comfortable with your phone. I'm going to put this in danger zone. Now, by getting
I really only use my phone. Hold on, it say upload images to your tier list. Oh, that's something for him. But me personally, I only use my phone when I talk on the phone. I'm not about to be texting and driving, but I'm either switching my song, I'm switching a song, or I'm talking on the phone, or I'm looking at navigation. That's the only thing to like see what exit I gotta take or where I'm turning at. But I'm not really one to just sit there and just scroll on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, anything. Um, yeah, people be doing that. My little brother do that. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga's crazy. But I be telling him not to. But you only say so much. That's probably why his bumper on his other car gone. But who knows?
I mean, starting to check it at stoplights because that is the entry level into phone usage. And when you start checking at stoplights, you're going to start checking it when you're rolling, going slow in traffic. And then you're going to start checking it when you're kind of just going down, a 50-kilometer-per-hour road. Then you're going to start checking it on high-speed highways. And then one day you are going to crash. So the moment you start to get comfortable with using your phone on the road is the moment that you enter into this risk zone. I swear you are not that important, okay? You're not taking business calls. You're just checking Snapchat. Or you're like a mom going to Pilates, texting your friends about meeting for coffee after. Just
Right, if I'm
you
taking a
not
call,
important enough.
yeah, I see you talking on the phone. That's cool. But if you sitting there texting, having a full blown conversation, your girl sending you paragraphs, you trying to send paragraphs back, trying to express yourself, you don't pull over or just pull over, send your shit, or just call. I don't believe in that back and forth paragraph stuff. No way. You just call or go meet up with her because we're not having this conversation through messages. So she can screenshot it, go send it to whoever. No,
Be
thank
risking
you.
other people's lives by using your phone on the roads. Okay, you're not important enough. End of story. Definitely danger zone. If you enjoyed this video, hit that
Man, let me know what y'all think down in the comment below. Are y'all overly confident drivers? I know I'm an overly confident driver. But we definitely disagree on a lot of things in this video. This nigga put wearing a seatbelt is crashing ever. What does the seatbelt got to do with how you drive? No confusion. But no, I said what I said and y'all heard what I said. So I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir. Damn that video.